What's going on, everyone? Anthony here with AC Toys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Bo-Katan figure from the Mandalorian, wave or series of the Black Series. I don't know how they're classifying this, but this is from the Mandalorian line of the Black Series. This is probably one of my most anticipated figures from this line this year. Bo-Katan is one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars series and the Mandalorian series as a whole. And when they announced they were bringing her to the Mandalorian with the actual voice actress, I was super hyped to see her. And lo and behold, we got the actual Bo-Katan from the Mandalorian instead of the Clone Wars, which I'm super stoked about because this head scan is pretty good. But as you can see here, this is your typical new style Black Series box where the slant is more towards this side and that you have the artwork that connects. A little bit of a bio on the character, some more promotional art. This is number 10 of the Mandalorian series, so this is the 10th figure in this line. A little bit of a window, nothing really on the side. Back to the front, nothing at the top. Legalese at the bottom. So without further ado, what do you say we crack her open and see how cool she actually is? Alright guys, and here we have Bo-Katan out of packaging holding the Darksaber that came with the Moff Gideon figure, but that is not included with this figure, so let me go ahead and take that away. Basically, the only accessories included with this figure is her helmet and her two pistols, which are exactly the same. So you have one pistol right here. There you go, that does port right into her hand like so. And then you got her Mandalorian helmet, which has the antenna that does go forward and backwards, up and down, yada yada. And it just slides right over her head sculpt. So yeah. And there you have Bo-Katan. Really awesome figure. I highly recommend, if you can find it, do pick her up. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the figure. So this is the helmet right here. Camera can focus. So it's very nicely painted. A lot of details in the weathering. Camera just won't focus. There we go. So there's a lot of detailed weathering, some scarring, some paint smudges. Nice little line painting right there. Nice sculpted in details on the back. A nice little crack right there at the top. And as I mentioned, this does go forwards and backwards. So the helmet is really great as far as her head sculpt goes. And as far as her head sculpt is, it is an amazing head sculpt. Really captures the likeness of her. Like, honestly, I wish... I mean, not all Star Wars figures are great. Some are obviously better than the others. More so recently. I really wish Power Rangers line would get on this level of details in the face scan apps. So her armor is very nice. A lot of sculpted on details. No real weathering or battle damage, it seems like. This almost looks like brand new armor. I mean, you got some weathering going on right here on her gauntlets. A little bit of a scratch mark right there, a little bit more right here, but overall it's pretty much a very pristine armor. You got some more on the shoulder pads right there. Oh, and her jetpack, I forgot, that is also an accessory that comes with her. I just had it on, forgot it was there. The guns do fit into the holsters on her side. So yeah, great figure, at least for Star Wars. So what do you say we go ahead and get into some articulation? So as far as articulation goes, she does rotate full 360 at the head. Will go, look, up that far, down a good amount. Not only that, she also has like a neck pivot. So separate from the ball joint at her head, there is a neck pivot right there that can kind of go in a full 360 forward and backwards. Really get you that range of motion, probably to really help with those flight poses. So that's really cool. You got shoulders that'll go about that high. Shoulder pads kind of hinder it from going any further. We'll do full 360, no bicep swivel, single jointed elbow as per the normal with Black Series figures. Does rotate at the elbows. Wrist rotation. This wrist does go up and down since they are gun holding hands, but really the gauntlet holds it back quite a bit, so it doesn't really go up or down. You got a bicep or a mid-torso ball joint. Will rotate about that much. Full 360 if you wanted to. Side to side motion. No ab crunch. ball jointed hips. We'll go out that far, back that far. There is an upper thigh swivel cut. There it goes. So upper thigh swivel, single jointed knees, rotates at the knee, no boot cuff, and ankle rockers. So side to side, forward and backwards. Very basic Black Series articulation. So one thing about the Black Series is that they seem to be very far behind on articulations. They don't give their figures double jointed elbows, at least not many of them. Only seems like select few gets double jointed knees. But other than that, if you have the Moff Gideon figure, she does hold the Darksaber very nicely. Put another pistol in her hand right here. So yeah, this is probably going to be the figure that most collectors are going to be going after. She's a very popular character in the series, which is probably why they brought her over into The Mandalorian. I'm super happy that she did. She is one of my favorite characters along with Ahsoka. So there you go. What do you say we go ahead and go into some size comparisons? So speaking of Ahsoka, here is the Rebels re-release of Ahsoka Tano. She does stand quite a bit taller than Bo-Katan in this set right here. Yeah, there you go. I am still waiting for the Mandalorian release of Ahsoka Tano, so cross my fingers, Hasbro. Come on, give it to me. And then here you have her next to the Mandalorian himself and the Mandalorian Loyalist. So she scales in perfectly with those two figures. Alright guys, and there you have it, the Bo-Katan Black Series figure review. Now this figure is probably going to be one of the harder ones to get. It's sold out on Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store and all that pretty quickly. I was actually very lucky to be able to find this at a Target, just sitting there on the shelf with Asajj Ventress and all the other ones. So good luck out there hunting. If I can find a link, I will leave it down below on where you can order your own. And until next time guys, later.